Trapland, ayy, Trapland, ayy, Trapland, ayy, Trapland. Streets like quicksand. If you wanna do, you gotta take a risk then. Got the guns like Afghanistan. Young nigga, I'm from Trapland.
It's the word, man. It's your boy Jigathon James, TRAPLANDTV.
That's right.
Before we get to it, shout out our sponsors, Fusion Speakers. You get what I'm saying? Fire, it's a Bluetooth speaker, but it's a car.
It's
very
hard.
innovative.
It's hard.
Leo Long Island magazine, the paper copy, you feel me? Latest edition out right now. Shout out Brody Fresh on the cover.
Shout out Brody.
You feel me? Definitely dope, you feel me? We got a special guest, our boy Jaeo Draftpick.
You already know, man. Big 5161 in the building.
5161.
Outside is outside. Shout out to Trapland.
Yes,
I ain't gonna front. Like I was telling Trap, I was like, yo, I was looking at the people y'all got. I'm like, they don't got me up on there. I'm ready to beef with niggas, but then I go on my DM. I see he been hit me, so I'm happy to be here. Man. It's been a minute. It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming. You know,
absolutely.
Sometimes it takes time. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Definitely have to get it. And I seen you at the when Fab came out here.
Yes. That was bullshit. Yeah, you was there. Yeah, you was there.
You
was there.
But yeah,
shout out to Bolden Mac too. That was a dope event. Those was my guys. Those was my guys.
Yeah,
Drew and Danny. Those was my guys.
Yeah, son. So once I seen you, I'm like, yo, well, we gotta put it in, bro. How you been though? What's going on with you?
Working, man. Just working, man. Big 5161 all day. Shout out to Smoke Beat. Shout out to whole 5161. Shout out to Outsiders. Lifted Essential. All my endeavors. But we here, man. I'm in the building, man.
What's that, Lifted Essentials?
So Lifted Essentials is a retail dispensary store. I got my retail dispensary license in 2023, and we have not been able to put a store out, up yet, just with a lot of the litigations. There's only 4 areas in Long Island that you can put a retail dispensary. Not to knock on niggas, but not like the regular little smoke shops that you see anywhere. Like a legit, like they have the Strange Stars, they have Happy Days. There's only maybe 5, 6, but all of them are in the same 1 to 2 mile radius. So Nassau County opt out of everything. So y'all reading this, y'all town officials, we need y'all to go to y'all town officials, y'all mayors in Nassau County, whether it's Long Beach, Hempstead, Uniondale, Westbury, all the towns that we need the dispensaries in, is gonna work. You know, we trying to provide jobs, you know, we trying to get the 5161 scholarship fund set up. So all of these things have to do with us, you know, getting a dispensary. Right now it's only, I believe, 4 municipalities, Riverhead, Southampton, East Farmingdale, and Brookhaven. So out of, as big as Long Island is, there's only 4 areas where you're able to put a dispensary. So we have
Strange Stars is right by me. Right?
Strange Stars, and they've been killing it. And even with Strange Stars, not to even, you know, talk about them, like they had that spot 2 years before they even got the license. Like that's how real it is. So business owners, yeah, we looking for a spot. That's really what it is right now. There's no retail space in 4 areas when there's, how many freaking towns is there in Long Island? It's 1,000,001 towns.
How you get into that though? Like, obviously you make music and shit, we're gonna get into that, but what made you even get into that business or that lane? Like, shout out
one of my partners. He hit me up, and when they gave people the opportunity to get the license, shout out to Gary, shout out to GP, he from my town, one of the homies, and he brought it to my attention. He's like, yo, you know, they're giving out the retail dispensaries, so what you needed to have the first set of those dispensaries, you needed to have arrest, that you got arrested for marijuana. So you need to have a criminal record, and on top of a criminal record, you needed to have a business that showed a profit within the last 2 years. And you need to have a criminal record in the town that you were trying to get a license in. So I have a very long rap sheet in Nassau County. Not that I'm like glorifying it, but that ended up kind of helping us. Me having a rap sheet on top of having a business. Shout out 5161. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't think we were gonna get it. It was just something like, yo, I'm gonna put your name down. We had to pay $2,000 for the application, and we were the first, the second round of applications that got their license. So we were in the first maybe 12 people of Long Island that actually got their retail license. But fucking means absolutely shit because we can't open the store right now. So we still able to promote it. We have a website, Lifted Essentials, lifted with a Y, Essentials. So go check that out. And yeah, man, we need those signatures. I believe you could leave signatures on the site. I'm not sure now, but we need those signatures to get Nassau County, a town in Nassau County, to opt in for it.
Okay. Now tell us a little bit about The 51631, the whole brand and all that whole movement.
Again, it's just
I just seen you having a merch and shit like that.
Yeah, man. It started initially as just a clothing line. I'm from 516 Nassau. Shout out to Westbury. Shout out to Hempstead, Uniondale, all the other towns in there, Elmont. I can fucking go on and on. But how it came about, I was dating somebody from Suffolk at the time, and it's like all in kind of the phone numbers. Like I see 51631. That shit ends with a 6. 631 kind of starts with a 6. So it's like you do the pondering. I had just stopped working with another clothing line, so I realized the importance of clothing with music, merchandise. It goes hand in hand. So that kind of came up just like playing around, and yeah, we had the 2015, like I was telling Trap, we getting ready to do the 10-year anniversary. It came out the first year. I didn't sell any hats. Shout out to my guy from the Velt. He was one of the first guys that got a hat. And from then, I think I had maybe 2 sales in the first year in 2015. We dropped the song. I had a mixtape, Road to More Riches, that came out on 5/16/2016. The song, the video all came out, but the actual 5/16/1 song didn't blow up till August, September. I had got fired from a job. I was home. Didn't have nothing to do. It was like, all right, well, let me just upload shit to Facebook. I uploaded the video to Facebook, and I guess because I was a black kid with a hockey jersey on that had 5/16/31, like the shit went crazy. Like, I'll never forget, I was dating a girl at the time. Shit, we was in Bible studies. I can't even make the show. We was in Bible studies, my nigga. I did the shit early in the day. So we in Bible studies. Like, my phone just keep going off. I see the shit, like the shit just went crazy. Like I'm scrolling Facebook, and I got a deal. That was September of 2016, like August, September. I got a deal that 2017 with Tommy Boy. So it kind of just everything took off. Not even from me putting the song out, but from me putting it on Facebook. So I always say that, and it was really Suffolk County people that didn't look like us were the ones that supported me the most. So shout out to everybody and anybody. One of my best friends right now was one of those people that I didn't even know. I didn't meet this kid till later. He was the hugest fan, had a bunch of the gear, and he's now one of my business partners. 6 years later or whatever the case may be. So it was dope, man. Shout out to Long Island. Long Island's everything. That's why people always be like, yo, why you love Long Island so much? Like my man is about to laugh right now. I was born in Brooklyn. But at the end of the day, I'm from Long Island. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Long Island. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Flatbush. I came out here in the early 90s. And but Long Island, like look at him smirking at me. Like, what are you talking about? But I'm a Long Island guy. But
yeah, that's crazy. I'm on the same type of time.
Nah, but it is.
I'm from Flatbush, but I was born here.
But when people be like, yo, why you love... Even people that I meet from the boroughs, like, oh, why you love Long Island so much? It's just like, nigga, Long Island gave me everything that I have now.
Home is where your heart is, bro.
That's it.
That's how I look at it. Home
That's it.
The first brand that you was with was FCC, right?
Yep, that was FCC. So when that kind of like dissolved, and me,
that shit was shaking. Like, how did that? Like, what happened?
Be honest with you, I don't know, niggas just start feeling themselves a little bit much. It was definitely shaking. Shout out to him. He had a big contribution to it, but I think me coming in there as well at the time, I was really coming up in the game. I had a song called BMW. And that kind of drove the force to it. It was kind of like with hand in hand. But that's when I realized how big the clothes are with the music. You know what I'm saying? So when that shit kind of dissolved, that's when 5/16/31 began.
I had a store in Westbury too called East West. What happened with that? Like, that shit was alright too.
East West, I didn't have anything to do with East West. To be completely honest with you, when I got with FCC, they kind of had like a little, like they were kind of like beefing. Like they had their little, kind of thing going on. He, I guess, kind of saw what East West was doing, came in, in Westbury, in the town where we were from, and, we just had Westbury on it. But, like, not even to even be, talking about him, because we're not, like, we ain't got no beef, but I don't fuck with him. But it was a point in time where you couldn't walk through nowhere in Long Island or Westbury, and you didn't see niggas, not with that, So shout out to that, and I think, I had a lot to do with that, for sure. But, we on 5/16/31 now.
So how did you get into them? Bring it back. These are your business endeavors. How the whole rap shit start? Like, when did you first start recording?
Music, I've been a child of music all my life, man. From, New Edition to Michael Jackson. Like, my pops, like, we used to ride all the time. in North Carolina. So you be in the car 8 hours. You're gonna listen to a lot of music, whether it was pop, like, you know, my pops is an old school black, you know, brother. Like, he ain't listening to no fuck. He didn't even listen to rap music. Like, most rap, like, the closest to rap music that nigga might listen to is Bobby Brown. And I'm sure once he found out Bobby Brown was like a nigga, he didn't even fuck with Bobby Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pops, like, shout out to him for creating me. But yeah, he's a unique kind of guy. Let's just say that. He's a unique kind of guy. But you know, from my parents, I can be completely honest. My parents kind of, you know, introduced me to the music, listening to the music. My brother was one of the first people that introduced me to like rap music. Like, I remember listening to like METHOD Man. Even like my brother was the first nigga to show me Friday. Like, I remember that shit to this day. Like, nigga, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm over here watching wrestling. Like, this nigga want me to watch Friday, and you know, I was a lot of culture. It was a culture. I was introduced to a lot of it. But music, since a kid, I had a karaoke machine. Like I was explaining, shout out to I Smoke Beats. I used to be in a group with his brother called Draftpick. That was something, you know, just kiddie things playing around. After school, you know, I was hustling at the time, and to be honest, I wanted to sell drugs all my life, so I didn't really think I was going to be a rapper. It was just something to say, you know, something to tell my mom while I was, you know, selling drugs. Like, yeah, mom, I'm about to be a rapper. Meanwhile, it's like, nigga, I'm trapping. Like, who the fuck is outside with this shit? It just kind of worked. And I think once I realized you can make an honest living or make some money out of it, I think that's kind of when the blurred lines changed, even though I was still 1 foot in, 1 foot out. As the group, you know, we used to go around traveling with Mims. Mims had This Is Why I'm Hot at this time. Mims ended up moving from Westbury. He was from Washington Heights, ended up moving to Westbury. And me seeing somebody that I knew before they were a rapper, seeing them as a rapper, kind of like, oh shit, like, yo, this shit is really like kind of possible. And it kind of happened from there. A lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of, like I said, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But I think around that time of, you know, BMW, the FCC is when I kind of started to take the music seriously. And then, you know, we're here now, like, you know, maybe 10, 12 years later.
That's how the name came about, the Jaeo Draftpick? Like, it was...
Draftpick, I used to be in a group. The group was called Draftpicks. But even before that, I was just heavily into sports. I was like a full sports guy, like, you know, baseball. I used to play baseball. I used to play football. I used to play basketball. I wasn't good, but I used to play basketball. So I was heavy into sports, and I think the sport aspect of it kind of took, like, that used to be one of my first names rhyming, was Sporty J or some shit like that. So the sport aspect I kind of kept in, and I'm still, even to this day now, like, I'm fully in the sports. I think I've been to every kind of event that there is other than fucking horse racing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, I was going to mention that I seen you had did like a halftime show. I think it was for the Liberty game.
Yep, we did the Liberty. Not the year that they won. I think it was we were in the building the day that they set the record for attendance.
Okay.
For the most people in the WNBA game. We were in attendance for that game. But we did New York Liberty, and I've opened up for the Long Island Nets. Shout out to Long Island. Yeah,
how
man.
that come about though? How you able to open the doors
off the businesses, but shout out to my homegirl Tiffany. Tiffany's done a lot of work for us. She's kind of like a choreographer. She had a TM management group, so Tiffany kind of introduced me to somebody, and that kind of led to one thing with the Long Island Nets. And then, you know, me just being the type of person I was able to get my door in the Nets, not the Nets, the Liberty. We were supposed to do the Nets game, but I don't know what happened. Like, y'all gotta call me, like, y'all fronted. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If the Nets are not doing good, that's why y'all didn't want us there. But, you know, because they were saying, like, oh, they didn't want any hip hop acts. But, like, bro, they done had 41, they done had Jim Jones, they had a lot of hip hop acts. So I thought it was a black thing, but it wasn't a black thing. I don't know. It might just be a Long Island thing. Might be a Long Island. It might be a Long Island thing. So I don't know.
You gotta get you on the ice.
Yeah, Nets, you know, the team director, Chrissy, she's the dancing director, like, yo, y'all call me. Y'all call me, like, for real. The Nets are doing terrible right now. They might need some extra tickets right now.
You gotta get you on the ice, man. You gonna perform
Listen, Long Island, like, listen, I would love, I went to UBS in the time that they've been there. I swear to God, I've counted the black people that go to a hockey game. It's not many. It's probably as many black people that's in this room. But I would love to go to a hockey game and perform. Like, hockey's so dope. Like, watching hockey live on the TV, I can't really speak for it. I don't know the rules of hockey like that, but it's just a high, intense energy atmosphere. Like, it's super.
You know about the the minor league baseball team, the Ducks.
The Ducks, I know about the Long Island Ducks.
That
Yep.
might be an avenue too.
I mean, listen, Ducks, everybody caught. That's in like what Seattle by the courts, I believe. Yeah. But I don't know. Are they like a minor league team or is it?
Yeah, it's a professional minor.
They're
It's a professional.
minor league.
They're minor league.
It's not minor league. It's not connected to the MLB, but it's a professional league.
Now we gotta get there. Then we gotta get there. I know I used to again I used to date a chick from Suffolk. I knew they used to do like 4th of July. They used to do like the fireworks show over there.
They do a lot of things. They do a lot of events.
Listen, Ducks, Nets, Islanders, Liberty. Oh, like y'all know the number, man. Call me, man. Holla, Jaeo Draftpick, man. 1-800-51631, man. Let's do it.
Nah, I seen you. I did the podium shit.
Shout out to my man Puzzito.
Yeah, shout out to my boy.
And Puzz a real one. Like I met Puzz in South by Southwest.
Oh, wow.
We was in South by Southwest. That was when I was signed to Tommy Boy. I had to do a show out there. We actually got out there late because it was a snowstorm in New York. We got out there late. So I always say everything happened for a reason. So I probably wasn't even supposed to meet the nigga had I caught the plane that I was supposed to catch. So we came down to South by Southwest, and Puzz, literally, not to even sound like no weird shit, like yo, like ran down on niggas, like yo, you from Long Island, like nigga, like we fucking with you, we rocking with you, and that's just been a relationship with me and Puzz since. Like we done songs together, videos, I took him to Cali with me to perform and all that. But I say that because it's not many niggas that's gonna be that, transparent with you. Like people might see you like, oh shit, like, you know who that is? Like he ran down on niggas. Like, yo, I know who you is, nigga. We fucking with you this week, and that's my guy. Like, so when he came to me with the podium, I think I was maybe the second person, or maybe the first that he recorded, but maybe the second that was I the first that he posted? I was the first that he posted. That's my nigga. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Podium. That's my nigga.
Nah, that song is hard though. Tell us a little about that Out of Line shit. That shit kind of like it's like rap, but it's like kind of crossover.
Nah, for sure.
Like, that shit's fire.
Shout out to my man over there, to y'all, I guess left, my right. He produced the track, kind of came up with the concept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the hook, came up with the whole hook and everything like that. And I think it was one of those type of situations where he was like, let's just make music. Like, forget about rap music or a certain stigma to it. Like, let's just make music. And I think that kind of led to that. Like, Out of Line was a dope song. It was there's a real situation for y'all. For y'all females that be out of line, for y'all niggas that be out of line. Everybody out of line in a relationship. And even as to him, like, I've been dealing with this man since I've been a pause for y'all niggas that think any type of way. But I've been around him. We've been around each other since I've been in a group. So he's seen my elevation from a nigga that wanted to only sell drugs and just rap to do it to where it's now is like we're actually able to make money off of it, and it's a business. So shout out to Lance the Lawyer. Definitely always elevating and pushing me to go higher.
Yeah, I see. I didn't know he produced that, but I see I got like the Afro Beats kind of record y'all been pushing.
Yeah, shout out to Smoke Beats. And that's what he been on. Like Smoke got some fire, and like I say that, like, cause I have a lot of relatives. I like to think I'm the Michael Jordan of my family. I'm gonna just be honest. And everybody wants to do music. You know what I'm saying? So we got LeBron coming up. We might have a Kobe in there somewhere. You might have a Sue Bird in there somewhere. So my family. Shout out to Phil, my older cousin. He was probably one of the first ones that was rhyming. Like, I remember they used to make beats. They had like an MPC machine and shit like that. So I think music was always in my family. Even Smoke Beats Pops, like, he was in a band. He had a Haitian band. Like, we Haitian, so they had a Haitian band. So I feel like the music has always been in our family. But when it comes to my family, I'm like Jordan out this bitch.
So what you got coming next? I got a project.
Definitely got the project, Just a God. That's the follow-up project to Nice Try, Wrong God that I dropped in 2023. Nice Try, Wrong God, I think, like, literally with an exception of maybe 4 records, every record was on the radio we had playing. Shout out to Power, shout out to Sirius Satellite, shout out to High 97, shout out to Miami, The Beat, like, shout out to Atlanta, shout out to 9735 and St. Like, everything. Like, we had a lot of traction on that album. So I kind of, last year we kind of took off. I only put out 1 record last year. Like, to be honest, Out of Line was the only record that we had out at the time. But that record still did well. I mean, it was playing on the radio. We never even shot a video to the record, and it was still something that was getting a lot of traction. Was able to go do shows. I went to San Diego off of it. We did shows in Jersey. We did stuff in Connecticut. Like, we're able to move around the tri-state, like, as long as I put a song out. But right now, I have Lover's Interest. That's a song right now that we literally put out in 2023. That was on Smoke Beats project. What was the name of that project? Unreal. He had a project named Unreal. We dropped that, or he dropped that in 2023. We shot the video in 2024, and still to this day in 2025, it's playing on the radio, on the radar. Shout out to DJ Will, shout out to Gay P. So we got a lot of things coming. He has a project. We have a joint project that we're working on right now. We also have another record that we just dropped, Caribbean King. That's on No Profanity. Smoke Beats. You can go on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever. That's on there now. So we have a project that we're getting ready to come out with, as well as the Just a God project. I got a single that's probably going to be released by the time this drop. I don't know when y'all going to have it dropping, but we got a single that's literally about to drop on niggas' heads. Shout out my man Dub Easy, Dubar. That's one of Lance's proteges. You know, we in the process right now of building our studio. We have our production company. He has his production company. I have my production company. We have ours together. So, yeah, man, sky's the limit just for the music aspect of what's going on right now. We're rebranding. Like I said, this is 10 years since I came out with 51631. So just look out for that. Like we've been on a Long Island scene for a minute, but it's every year it's just been getting greater and greater and greater. So look out for the store. Look out for the dispensary. Look out for a 51631 store. Look out for the studio. Look out for the album. Look out for Smoke Beats album. Look out for our album together. And you know, we actively looking for artists, 100%. So if y'all artists out there, y'all want work, holla at me. Shout out my man Mel De Niro. We got some shit about to drop too. I think that's dropping literally next week or a week and a half from now. So shout out to Mel De Niro as well, and all the artists that I'm tapped in with that we working.
How do you feel about the like you said, your shit was all over the radio, different stations. How do you feel about Long Island rap scene though, like culture, like?
I'm a little bit always conflicted with it, because you have the people that's working, then you got the people that are just trying to go kind of viral. So it's a difference between people that are known versus people that actually are putting good music out. And I think it's a thin line between good music and going viral. But you got a lot of kids out there. I never want to name anybody, because then if I name somebody's going, oh, this nigga left me out, and then now I gotta fucking get into some bullshit with a fake ass rap beef because somebody's mad that I didn't mention their name when they working. But other than Smoke Beats, that's just who I got next on my radar. I mean, and again, no disrespect to none of the other rappers that's in Long Island. But yeah, I'm gonna say my team. You know, Smoke Beats, J Bando. Shout out the whole F&B. Shout out, you know, all my young boys. Like I said, Puz got the podium. But you got a lot of stuff. Like I can't sit here and ignore, you know, other things that may be going on. You have, like, you know, the whole sexy drill, like Charlie and all of them. You have, you know, Biscuit. Like, you have a lot of different pillars of Long Island. A lot of people doing things. You know, even females are kind of stepping up and doing their thing in Long Island. But I think the main issue with Long Island is we have OGs. Shout out to Flavor Flav. Shout out to EPMD. Shout out to Bismarck. A lot of these people that I've actually met in person. Like Flav, super lit. I haven't met Flav in person, but shout out to Reels, my tour manager. Reels does a lot of tours. Reels have bought Flav the hats. I don't know if y'all saw on Instagram. That's where that came from. Where Flav was shouting this out, and he shouted it out. He's like, "Yo, this is incredible. I've never seen nothing like this." So I actually have some Public Enemy shit. I probably should have wear that Flav sent to him. But shout out Long Island in general. But I think we don't have like that OG that everybody's looking to. Like Queens has too many to name. You know, Nicki Minaj, 50 Cent, Nas. You know, the Bronx, you got Fat Joe. Even on the younger side, you got 8 Boogie. You know, Brooklyn, you got Jay-Z. You got Fabulous. You got, you know, all these different people. What am I forgetting? You know, the city, Harlem, you got Cameron, you got Mace, you got Jim Jones, you got Joel Santana, you got Dipset, you got different movements. Even I feel like Jersey, you know, and Yonkers. I was just having this conversation with him. Like Westchester kind of gets more love than Long Island, but Westchester's the same shit. I mean, you got the Locks, you got all that, you know, from, you know, Mount Vernon, you got DMX, you got Mary J, and all of them. So it's like Westchester is Long Island in a sense, but niggas don't look at Long Island how they would look at, you know, Westchester. Niggas look at Kiss, most niggas don't even fucking know they from Jaeo. Most niggas think they just from New York, you know. So I think with us being Long Island, there's not that pillar where people could kind of either learn from or, you know, aspire to be like, or, you know, follow, because everybody's trying to get to the top. So when everybody's trying to get to the top, it's kind of like that crab in the barrel mentality. If you're a rapper and I'm a rapper, my shit is lit. You're not gonna post me because you feel like, well, I don't want niggas to feel like I'm dick riding him. And it's weird that we even have that assertion. If y'all niggas that don't know what that is, like Google, y'all got Google assertion. But for the people that, you know, have that going on, it's like we don't have that. So niggas are always gonna hate on other people. Like, and again, like even with, you know, the sexy drill and the shit, most people don't even know nigga KP is from Long Island. Niggas wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of shit niggas don't know because everybody has their own little circle of shit. You know what I'm saying?
We was just mentioning that a lot of people don't know that.
Niggas don't know that.
And he's willing to, you feel me, as long as you got a little bit of emotion for yourself.
Niggas willing to put on. You know, I don't like to talk premature, but y'all are probably, again, when this is out, maybe all should be out, like, you know, as well on there. We got a lot of things coming, and I think you asked me, you know, whatever with the game, how long I've been doing it, but I think I've been able to stand the test of time because it's about relationships. We talking about that off the camera. Like, relationships are everything. So, you know, and I'm going to look dead into the camera. You never going to have a nigga saying that Jaeo owe me money. You never going to have a nigga saying Jaeo did me dirty. I mean, maybe a couple females, but that's for something else. But you're never going to have nobody saying anything negatively about me when it comes to music because, you know, your name is everything in this game. I've had the same phone number for 13 years, 14, ever since the first, whatever, probably longer than that, because I guess we on iPhone 16 or whatever. But I've had the same number since iPhones have been created. And that's not like to brag, but it's just like I've never had to run and hide or change my number. Like, I've been outside for a very long time, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people,
I wish I could say that.
Niggas
in front, I'd be changing my number.
But everybody change it for their own reason. I'm not making this.
Niggas
I'm not trying.
Be tight.
I'm not trying to make it seem like, nigga, if I show you my block list,
you can't get with me.
I literally, my block list, nigga. Look, pause just text me. That's my God. My block list is literally, nigga, 300, 400 strong. Like, I don't got the time if I don't want to talk to you. And that's just that. But I think what we need to do as a collective, even with people like y'all, like, I'm sure TRAPLAND has a competitor or, you know, whatever. It's just like, I think we just need to all come together. And this is the next segue I'm going to. We trying to start this Long Island Music Conference. Shout out to my man CL from DigiWax. We was at the Union DJs holiday party. Was it the Union DJs? We was at a party, whatever. And he kind of brought it up. And CL's from Westchester. I don't know if y'all know DigiWax. DigiWax is a record service place. DigiWax is super huge. They've been around for a while. Website, they got a bunch of things. They got DJs. They do a bunch of different things. Like, Google it. But CL kind of brought that up. And it's like, yo, why can't, you know, we do that? So that's something that I'm going to be trying to do. If we can't get it done by this year, 100% is going to be next year. But again, man, just DM me, follow me, hit me. I don't always follow everybody back, but, you know, if I know you serious, I know it's about business, let's work, man. That's what it is. Like, Long Island is, we are the fucking kings of this shit. Like, before, niggas in Brooklyn, Bronx, or no disrespect to the Bronx, but we are the kings of this shit. Rakim is the god. Like, most of your favorite rappers listen to Rakim. They listen to EPMD. They listen to Public Enemy. They listen to De La Soul. Whatever the ground it is. Like, nigga, Method Man, LL Cool J, Mariah Carey. I don't give a fuck where it's saying on their bio where they from. These are all people that's born in Long Island. Billy Joel, even to take it on another side, he's one of the biggest in his genre. He's from Long Island. Like, you have so much things out here. You go Google coaches, basketball players, NFL players. Nigga, fucking Jim Brown, RP Jim Brown is from Long Island. Nigga, Eddie Murphy's from Long Island. So I think legends. And these are things people really may not know. And even me, until kind of getting into this Long Island pocket, I didn't know none of these niggas. I didn't know Jim Brown. The nigga, first time I saw it, I didn't even fucking know Jim Brown was a football player. First time I saw Jim Brown, nigga was in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know he was a football player. You know, so I think the history of Long Island is super rich. Nigga, Dr. J is from Long Island. Nigga, Dr. J was Jordan before Jordan, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, so, if people knew these things, I think people would be more proud to rep Long Island. No disrespect to none of the rappers that's on the outer skirts, whether y'all live in, you know, Inwood, Elmont, or whatever, but you got a lot of people that they don't even want to be from Long Island because they so close to another areas. Like, I'm going to say I'm from here. So, I think if people really knew how ill Long Island is, most people's general perception is Long Island is a bunch of white people, is niggas with money. Niggas is broke out here, nigga. Niggas is broke out here, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that means anything about making good music, whether you came up with your mother and father, whether you came up in a foster home, wherever the fuck you came up. I don't think any of that shit applies. You know, it ain't where you from, it's where you at to make good music. So I think people need to stop kind of trying to put Long Island in a box. Only thing I'll say is, you know, to you borough niggas, don't come out here and commit no crimes because you're going to jail. So, like, that may be the only thing where, you know, Long Island could be a little sketchy on. But, you know, Long Island is a great fucking area, man. And I wish more people knew about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you got the brand following 61.
That's kind of how it all started. I mean, my Long Island chain, for a very long time, people didn't even know my name. That's the nigga with the Long Island chain in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to be in them showcases. We used to be in the trenches, like, with this music shit, my nigga. Like, niggas know, you go to any fucking borough, any rapper that's relevant, you ask them who Jaeo Draftpick is, if they say they don't know, they're fucking lying. They're lying. They're lying.
This is a grind, though.
The Long Island conversation, I think, is really urban versus suburban. That's really what the problem is with the concept of how niggas view Long Island.
No, 100%. But like I said, people's perception of it. But listen, I ain't never been up top, but you go up top, Long Island niggas is very thick. Pause up top.
No, for sure.
Their presence is very heavy in every jail you gonna go to. And I'm not glorifying jail, but that just shows the street level aspect of it. I mean, that just meant niggas got caught. So, you know, I don't know if that's something to glorify.
Nah, but fuck all that, bro. My name was not Jug. My name was L.I, like, on my life, nigga. Anybody that ran old nigga, young nigga, anybody that I met.
Same type of time, my
nigga.
nigga.
Long Island. I met so many niggas that I never knew. Like, I added them on Facebook after I came home. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Nigga, I was in San Diego. We're in a club. Now, San Diego, I mean, I ain't gonna say it ain't black people out there because it is black people out there, but we in San Diego. Everywhere I've been on a show, wherever. San Diego, nigga, Mississippi, nigga, Georgia, nigga, Savannah, Georgia, Florida, anywhere I can think of that I've literally been to do music, somebody from Long Island lives there. And it didn't dawn on me until I got the clothing line, because, you know, niggas was ordering, the shit blew up. I wasn't just sending hats to niggas in Long Island. I'm sending hats to niggas all over the world, bro. So Long Island's a lot bigger than most people think, and I just wish, you know, the people that are from Long Island, like, rep it and be proud. Y'all, I'm not saying y'all gotta buy 5161, even though the website is shop5161.com. But I wish these people would rep Long Island for real.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, we TRAPLAND, we doing our thing.
Shout out to TRAPLAND. Shout out to TRAPLAND, man. Shout out to Lit on Long Island. I love all that shit when I see that shit.
We doing this shit for the city. We doing this shit for the culture. So.
No, I love it.
Is there anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, we kept it. We ain't gonna get into the negatives. We kept it pretty cool.
Nah, I mean, yo, listen, bro. I'm no bad energy, but
listen,
I like to stir the pot up, bro. You feel me?
Like we was talking about, I don't have no issues with.
Get into that shit.
I don't have no issues with nobody, man. I don't have no
up?
issues with nobody unless you owe niggas money, man. So please pay that girl. I'm gonna say her name, Natalie Corner. Please pay that girl that money, Mr.Shalom. And yeah,
who the fuck is that?
Mr. Shalom, like, people know who that is, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
people know who that is. But like, I want to be super honest with it. Like, I don't start no beef, but I mean, if y'all want me to get into it, but
get into it. So
at the end of the day, like I said, my name is everything. So you're never gonna have a nigga saying Jaeo tried to play with my money, Jaeo tried to rob me for some money, Jaeo said he was gonna do something. I never sent the nigga, told the nigga to send me money for a verse and never paid it back. But since y'all want to get into it, Mr. Shalom had owed me some money, and he had somebody try to call me from jail or just came home from jail that I guess was supposed to intimidate me. But real niggas, real recognize real. So when the plan backfired, you know, he had to end up giving me the money. Still owe this young lady, shout out to Natalie Corner, that's my homegirl. She was in my Hold You video. and he owed the girl some money, and it's like, nigga been ducking me. Like, you ain't gotta block me from your phone. You ain't gotta block my story. Like, you know, just pay that money, man. But we out here, 51631, and that's that, man. You know who you are, man. I don't gotta say nigga name, man. Y'all know who Mr. Shalom is. God said rap, nigga. God said rap, man. God said give me my fucking money, nigga. Because when I'm not even one of them type of niggas to say when I see a nigga, but it's just like, yeah, man. God said pay them people that money back that you owe.
Amen.
And we're gonna leave it like that. But shout out to Trapland, man. Y'all know the vibes.
Really good having you, my guy.
Nah, you know it, man. It's been a minute. We're gonna come back when Smoke Beats project is out. Like I said, I really want to get y'all in tune with the 10-year anniversary. I want to get y'all in tune with the Long Island Music Conference. It's so much. It's so like this is a Long Island edition. So if you from the real Long Island, you rep Long Island, you want to collaborate this shit, hit me, hit Jug, hit Trap, hit Piff, hit anybody, hit Little on Long Island. Like you hit whoever you gotta hit, and we gonna get the shit done, man. We here for the culture. We here for Long Island, man. That's what it is. But like for real, like I love what y'all niggas is doing, man. Like, and I'm mad that I wasn't here earlier, but I'm here now.
Let me ask you something though, like, cause like most people from Long Island haven't had record deals. Like, so what is it right now? I don't know if you still signed or.
I'm not. So the company, not to cut you off, the company sold. Tommy Boy sold the company during COVID. I guess they figured niggas ain't know what was going on in the world, and y'all can Google it. What they sell our company for? What was it, like 300 million or some shit?
Close to.
Tommy Boy is Tommy Mottola old record label?
No,
Or
that's Tommy Mottola was an executive, I think, at Columbia. That's Mariah Carey's ex-husband. Tommy Boy was owned by Tom Silverman. Shout out to Tom. I got super fire pictures with Tom. Tom signed me. Shout out to Rosie. She was the president at the time. Shout out to my man Brian Delaney, who's my A&R, who I still work with to this day. But I tell people like this, having a record deal was cool. They weren't a major at the time when they signed me. They were just regular. They were just a regular label, like, you know, like a TRAPLANDTV, but they just still had the Tommy Boy name. I mean, you got people from Queen Latifah, De La Soul, Foxy Brown, CNN, Gucci Man. I could go on and on. Nina Sky, like big fucking records on Tommy Boy. So the only thing I kind of learned from them was that if you want somebody else with a budget to kind of put your shit out, you got to split it with them. So that wasn't the greatest. I think we were signed to Tommy Boy through my last single I had signed with Tommy Boy was Oxtail Gravy, which probably was my biggest, other than 51631, that was my biggest regional record. So I was kind of a little salty when, you know, they told us that they were selling the company, because y'all niggas knew that before time, and then we had to go 50-50 with a song that was probably my biggest song at the time. So had we known that and we were able to put it out on ourselves, maybe things are different. I don't know. I'm still breathing. I'm not homeless. So I'm happy for it all together. But as far as having a deal, it's not all it's cranked up to be, but it's like you got to split the money. It's like, you know, anything. Like you hustling. You got to split the money with somebody. But knowing everything that I know now, from being independent for the last 5 years, please, if somebody's hearing this, please give me some money. Please sign us. I'm tired of using my money to do this. I'm willing to split, you know what I'm saying, with somebody. Not no 360. But having a deal is great, but it just comes with, you got to split the money with somebody. Us doing it from the muscle, from the ground up, it's tough because, you know, you have to do everything, and if you don't, you have to pay somebody to do it. So it's no longer somebody that's saying, "Hi, I work for the label. I'm gonna help you out because I'm getting paid when you get paid." It's you got to pay somebody before the money even. Like, you know, that's the toughest thing about being independent. Nobody wants to hear a vision when they got rent due, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the month. So in my experience, a record deal is great, it's beautiful, but you know, it's like anything else, you know. It's like when you get work on the arm from somebody, you know, you gotta give a nigga a little bit more than you're gonna give when, you know, you gotta pay for it up front. So I'd love another deal, if it's from a major, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, when I was in the feds, I said, Jaeo, Draftpick, look at my drip.
Absolutely.
All I know.
Yeah, shout out to the feds. The feds definitely had me bumping heavy in there.
I said, oh shit, now I got this nigga from Long Island, man. I gotta go buy this shit.
Nah, it's real like that.
Nigga.
No, it's real like that. I definitely, you go in them jails.
That shit.
You go in them jails, you can definitely order the music. I have to find out what is exactly the distribution company that does it, because some of the newer music isn't on there, but all the records that you just said is when I was signed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at my drip. All I know, Beef and Brock. There's a couple records that's still to this day in them jails. But nah, shout out to all the homies behind the wall, man. We hope to see y'all soon. And shout out to all the Long Island soldiers, man, because it's a lot of niggas from Long Island behind that wall, man. People really don't know that. I mean, that just means we're not good criminals because niggas been getting caught, but there's a lot of niggas behind that wall in Long Island. Long Island representation in the jails is heavy, and we're not trying to glorify that, but y'all niggas think Long Island ain't street? Come to Long Island.
So what do you have to say to the people? Some people, you know, and you probably heard this before. Yo, Jaeo pay for everything. Da 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 da. Like, what do you? Because you know that's been like a narrative.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
What? I don't know. I don't pay for pussy. What are they talking about?
Like when the shows you do, they're like, yo, he always paying for everything. Da da da. Like,
I mean, yeah. Like if y'all niggas could pay, what was the nets? If y'all niggas could pay 5 bands and then sell that 5 bands and make the money back, come holler at me, man. I'll get y'all niggas in the doors, man. Like, a lot of this shit, even if you go on tour, I've never been on a tour with nobody other than Young Money and Jay Mills, and this was before I even had a record. And that shit I didn't have to pay nothing. But these niggas that's getting on these tours, what do you think? They getting on there cause you cute, nigga? Cause they like you? I know I'm cute, nigga. I know I look good, but that is not why niggas is giving me opportunity. No Diddy, ain't no funny shit like that even. Ain't nobody touching me or compromising me or nothing. Like, in this game, you have to pay like you weigh, or like I said, it's about relationships. You have to build relationships with people. Like, I didn't start rhyming in February and then ended up being in the Barclays in September, nigga. Like, you know, these are relationships. Even when we were introduced to the people to do the stadiums at first, like, niggas want money. These are organizations that want money. They're not saying, oh, you cute, nigga, you got some gold chain, so nigga, you could come in here and sell some records. Like, nah, niggas want to know you can sell. And if we didn't do a good job with the Long Island Nets, I would never have been able to go to the Barclays. So, yo, listen, when niggas get in the Barclays, niggas come holler at me, then we can talk. That's it. Like, I hear a lot of this shit, and it's like, who the fuck is doing what we doing? Like, I've done more with less. You know what I'm saying? I've done more with less. And yeah, age ain't nothing but a number, nigga. Get your fucking money up, cause everybody, you either gonna get older or you gonna die. So nigga, pick which one it is. I know a lot of niggas that ain't make it to 21. I know a lot of niggas ain't make it to 30. I know a lot of niggas ain't make it to 40. So pick your poison, cause I think everybody likes to say that. To be honest, I don't know who's saying that or whatever Jaeo's paying for. Like, yeah, other than pussy, then I mean, yeah, nigga, I gotta pay for shit that, you know, you want to get. DJs, nigga, and this is real shit, nigga. There ain't no DJ we done paid to fucking play our records, nigga. There ain't no DJ that we've paid, nigga, to play a record since payola was a thing. That shit ain't never even been a fucking story. It's fucking relationships, my nigga. Relationships. Like, that's what y'all niggas need to learn. Stop doing niggas dirty. Stop owing niggas money. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas will make relationships. Like, everybody, there was people that was nobody when I first started. And I'm going to be honest, there might have been people that I talked to crazy. These niggas are execs now. They're hired DJs now. So, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I'll be honest with you. Because when you need somebody that you might have cursed out, or this bitch ass nigga, or niggas might have slapped somebody or done something like that, yeah, like, everybody who's gonna be on their grind, like, somebody's gonna be somebody, and then you're gonna have to answer to that. As to why you see a lot of these rappers now that might have been lit in the 2000 get on the radio right now, nigga. We've been on the radio, and this ain't like, now y'all got me on some shit, cause he just said some bullshit, but like, nigga, we've been on the radio, and not even you, Trap, cause I know how niggas talk like bitches, but we've been on the radio, nigga, since COVID, nigga. Since COVID. How long ago was COVID? Been on the radio, nigga. Damn near them singles that he was just talking about, none of them, all I know was the first single that I got on there. Since All I Know, nigga, every fucking single I dropped, nigga, might have came out on the radio. If not, Power 105, Hot 97, Sirius Satellite Radio, 103 The Beat. And again, this is relationships. Chicago, we was just talking about shorty in Chicago that like, this shit ain't paid. Like, yeah, you can pay, but what happens when you gotta pay? You gotta keep fucking paying. And I'm not knocking nobody that may pay, but everything is about relationships. And like, niggas gotta really like just stop hating. Because for a nigga to say, oh, yeah, they pay for
it. Watching face though. Niggas be watching too much face.
It's cool.
That's what I think.
It's cool, nigga. Like I said, I don't know what niggas paying for. Not pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas bitches ain't fucking me because I'm paying them. Because we lit. Like, so I would like to think the music is the same thing, like, niggas.
If they ain't saying nothing bad about you, then
I've always said that. Like, listen, if niggas ain't talking about you, I don't care if it's good, bad, or indifferent.
Nobody better than you gonna talk about you.
Yeah, man, but like we gonna keep it positive. We gonna close out on a good note. Shout out to Long Island. Shout out to everybody from Long Island. Even if you don't like me, you probably can't beat me, so you're not gonna tell me you don't like me. So that's just that, man. And we out of here, man. Shout out to Trapland, lit on Long Island, man. Fuck with niggas, man. We out here. Long Island's big fucking Long Island shit, man. We out of here, man.
Hey, Trapland, Trapland, hey, Trapland, Trapland, hey, Trapland, Trapland, hey, Trapland, Trapland. She's like quicksand. If you wanna do, you gotta take a risk then. Got the guns like Afghanistan. Young nigga, I'm from Trapland.